You know, I definitely have been working on compiling the ones I'm enjoying the most this year in terms of films. Of course, there are going to be obvious choices based on ones I've seen, especially if you've been watching this channel and the community space. I mean, Across the Spider Verse, Elemental, Mutant Mayhem, huh, Dial of Destiny, and even video game adaptations this year have also been looking up, with Super Mario being $1 billion hit, and Last of Us proving prestige, huge TV and video game form, and yet, I think I might have finally found my favorite example of both, and subsequently taken advantage of my high complimentary Apple Plus membership. So, let's talk about my first screen thoughts on this year's biopic of Tetris. The film is sort of a fictionalized account of the creation of the game as well as bringing it to the United States and the world, which I'm actually glad was the pitch I went with, especially since the early idea was originally to have a science fiction trilogy, which makes me increasingly glad that was vetoed and never came to fruition. Instead, the film stars Taron Egerton as Hank Rogers, here's Roger Allam as infamous Robert Maxwell, and as well as being produced by a Matthew Vaughn, his company Marv Films. It's directed by John S. Baird, a name I'm not entirely familiar with, but has won BAFTAs for a lot of his work, and previously directed the little seen much loved of Stan Ollie, which was about how Laurel and Hardy, which stars Steve Coogan and John C. Reilly in title roles. And I must say, this is an absolutely incredible film. I would say I'm also liking the other supporting cast they put together, which includes a wide range of talents, especially a renowned character actor Togo Igawa as Hiroshi Yamauchi, he, he who's done numerous films and and television and events in his lifetime, and even a fair amount of video game himself, fighting just voice for Diablo 4, or and also noting in the case of sorry, there's a lot of people in here. Ken Yamaura as then Nintendo America President Minoru Arakawa, who has also starred in a vast amount of film and TV credits. That's to varying degrees of notability. And one of the little bits I like in this one is like having some pepper in some video game style transitions, as well as some of the foreign language covers of of big songs, which include both Russian and Japanese language covers of Bonnie Tyler's Need a Hero, and a Russian language cover of Blondie's Heart of Glass. Yes, and even though some details are embellished because this is film after all, a lot of events actually did happen and in real life, especially the part about incidentally coinciding with the fall of the Berlin Wall, all Gorbachev being involved to an extent, and yes, some of the rather shady things that Robert Maxwell did. I mean, granted, other members of his family have done shady things in this time period, but for sake of argument, I'm going to be focusing on mostly the business side of things. Least of all having $5 billion, but not disclosing that was actually in the red of the ledger. And even though there are some occasional punches thrown and some profane words in there as well, on the whole, the movie is definitely sells most of the drama through its characters and the performances. Is because if it didn't have that, you basically don't have a story. Right? And even Pachinov himself, if it may not have captured the letter of the events, it did indeed capture the spirit. It and even though some of the ones look a bit different than they did in reality, he especially like how Nikita Efremov came off as portraying Pachinov and he is also mostly a done television and work and also was previously involved in the Games Will Play event series. He's so it's definitely a one that I was most looking forward to experiencing. And when I found out that it was going to be on Apple Plus Spain, and even though they're mostly known for their, their technology, than being a film company, they definitely have like the money and resources to make these kind of productions work. And I can definitely say that for a relatively modest $80 million, you definitely see a bit of that money on the screen and recreating, getting part of the world no longer exists, is especially, and also kind of interesting. I have not read the book that's at the center of some suit. I'm also not actually commenting on it until it's. I just heavily don't do that until the court case is resolved. I mean, because going any direction from here, I mean, I don't want to be on the record saying anything in too major one way or the other. I do want to be on the record saying is that this is easily a contender for my favorite film of the year. I know we still have a couple months to go with November, and a lot of content within those months, and also my preliminary list only includes obvious choices as Oppenheimer and Barbie, albeit for very different reasons. But I really mean it when I say that I believe that this is definitely how you do like a branded biopic in a year where there's been quite a few of them. Um, be it fellow video games name film Gran Turismo, oh, Air. I even made one about Flamin' Hot Cheetos, all subjects. But I definitely could see this continuing into the future. I mean, it's been said that if the story and cast are there, you can make anything interesting. I mean, I don't think this will be my favorite film ever made, but I definitely could say it may very well join the revised list of my own personal AFI 100 or Criterion collection, and before 2023 comes to a close. I mean, and I definitely told you I would have better content to talk about after Ruby Gilman, and that's even with Metal Gear Master Collection going live tomorrow. Oh, it could even be tonight at midnight based on the clock ticking on my console. So, I would say this film is a worthy 5 out of 5. I have to say right now. And yeah, not kidding. I mean, who knows what other content there will be. Hey, 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 when the next time I have access to Apple Plus, I mean, I I silly stand by not wanting to see like the new Scorsese film theatrically, but I would have no objection checking it out once it streams here. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to say for now, and I will see you tomorrow with my thoughts on Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1. That'll be all for now, so take care, everyone.